Daddy's a little warm up there. Hi, Bubba. Look at you. Wow. Hello everyone, my name is Jenna, but you guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Hi, hello. Welcome to, it's like 27 degrees in my apartment right now, and it's midnight. No, almost 1 a.m. Hi. Welcome to the start of another weekend vlog. It's also technically Sunday today, right now, actively, but I'm pretending it's Saturday because I forgot to start this vlog today or Friday. I mean, I've been filming like little B-roll clips, but holy shit, I've been bad at vlogging today. Hello, friends. Welcome to the vlog. This weekend has been something. I currently have the most jankiest setup. I have a fan currently sitting outside my apartment, pushing cold air from outside in because my air conditioning is not working properly. And tomorrow I'm gonna disassemble my air conditioning. Not right now, because as I said, it's like midnight. 1 a.m. I'm gonna disassemble my air conditioning and like vacuum it out and see if that helps. Because I'm wondering that if it's running the way that it is, because it literally runs constantly when it's on. So it just runs. The fan is going at all times. It's on auto, so it shouldn't be doing that. It's also not keeping up with the coolness. Like it just, no matter whatever degree I set it at, it does not keep up no matter what. And it does the same thing at whatever degree I put it at. And it runs and it'll kick in and blow cold air for 3 minutes, and then it'll turn off again and just run like a fan that basically blows warm air around my place. And I'm just like, this is not sustainable for a summer because it's May still, and this is where we're at. Like, I look physically hot because I am temperature wise too warm. I am too warm. I have that fan outside right now blowing air inside, and I can just feel it, and it's nice. You can just feel it. But I'm gonna have to turn my air on in a little bit and like go get the fan, bring it back inside, and like, close all my stuff up because it's the middle of the night. I don't want anyone coming up and seeing my my screen door open. That's what I've been dealing with during this heat wave, is an air conditioning that doesn't quite work. Yeah, it's not fun. But besides that, today was officially my kids' concert. If you don't know, I teach piano on the side, and it's one of my many jobs. And it was our end of year concert today, so that was very exciting. This morning I spent like 4.5 hours, 5 hours maybe, in a church doing the things. I always read the names, and I read the names, i.e. I announce like the next person coming on stage, and it usually goes pretty well. And my kids are great. This year we had no major mishaps, which is amazing. I love that so much, at least during the 2 concerts that I was there for, because we have 5 concerts every year, 4 main ones, and then a musical theater concert at the end of the day. So it's a long day, and I'm really happy that they put all my kids together if they can. That was my day. Only here for 2 concerts, which was nice. Got to come home and sit in my warm apartment. And then when I got home, I did actually start reading. Hold on. There. No, I can talk with both hands. I did actually start rereading The Adventures of Amina al-Sirafi. And I had the audiobook, and I guess I just got like absolutely sucker punched by vibes and fell asleep as I was listening to the audiobook. So apparently I'm on chapter 7, which is about page 100. I don't remember much of what happened, so I'm gonna have to go back and reread what I just reread tomorrow. But that's fine. I had like a wicked nap for like, it was one of those weird naps that like it just knocks you out for no reason. Like, I was sitting on my couch, half like into the cushions here, sweating buckets, had a fan directly on me, my air is going at top speed. I just kept like coming in and out of consciousness, and then hard napped for like 10 minutes and then came out of it, and I felt so discombobulated. So I think the heat and the day got ahead of me. But that's okay, because we're here now. But yeah, I'm gonna set up, like try and cool down the place even more. See if I can sleep the right way around in my bed today. Because for the past couple days, I've been sleeping with my head at the foot of the bed, because that's where my fan can hit me better, and it's like directly in my face. So hey, it works. It keeps me cool. Yeah, I gotta figure this out before we have a whole summer of this again, because last summer was brutal. And I've already like checked the air filter that I can access at the front of my air. It's clean because I made sure it was. living with a cat and like dust and stuff like that. But I'm thinking, because we had a lot of like fires and ash and smoke in the air for the past couple of summers, and then recently we had a dust storm roll through, so I'm wondering if that's like not great. You know, if it's like accumulating on the inside of the unit, because I can clean the outside of the unit just fine, and I have been keeping up on top of that, but like the inside where I cannot access with a Windex wipe. You know what I mean? That's me. That's my complaint about the heat. I love that we went from literally like cold weather to like sort of nice for like a week to like it would as sort of nice, which is like 17 degrees maybe Celsius. And then we immediately just went to 30. Not having a good time. I don't like this, Grandpa. And the pool at my condo unit is not open yet. So they gotta fucking do that because it is too warm. I hate it. I hate it so much. I am planning on just reading al-Sirafi this weekend. And probably my first read of June is going to be Tapestry of Fate, which is a sequel for that one, which will be very exciting. And I do need to keep going on my arc for The Thief and the Traitor Bride, so probably that one as well. I don't know. I've not been in like a reading mood. I've been in this very weird mood where I'm just like, what if I don't do anything and I just sit here feeling like I have a million things to do? That's where I'm at right now. Like at the point, I feel like I'm on summer vacation, even though I have a full-time job, which is crazy, and I'm still teaching. Like I still have my teaching job, so I'm not on summer vacation from that yet. And I'm just like, what if why are the vibes changed so much? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know why I'm just deconstructing my hair right now because it's bothering me. I don't know why my vibes are like that. I haven't felt like this in a really long time. And it's usually how I felt coming off of like a bout of university, like a semester of university. I would get to a break and be like, I feel like I have a million things to do, but I know I don't because it's break time. And that's just the residual, like, have something to do all the time. And it's not like my workload has changed at all in the past couple weeks. Like, for any of my jobs. And I'm already like, I'll sit around at home and be like, okay, like I have a whole evening, like I feel like I have something to do, but I don't have anything to do, like that I need to, what? It's a weird feeling. And I think it's the energy of summer vacation coming in. Like it's so hot outside. It feels like summer. And I feel like my brain is kicking into gear of like, it's break time. I couldn't tell you. Anyways, I'm gonna go get my fan from outside, sort everything out, but welcome to the vlog. We'll see what I end up doing tomorrow. But so far this weekend, I have done a whole lot of like nothing reading wise other than falling asleep a couple chapters into Amina al-Sirafi. I gotta get back on that. I'll reread it. Back up and reread it tomorrow and fall into it. But I've already I love Amina al-Sirafi and I'm so excited to get into the sequel. So it should be good. It should be fun. Anyways, my friends, welcome to the vlog. Let's get this continued. I can't really say started because it's already Sunday. Let's continue. I'm being a little investigator. A little bug hunter. I don't think there's any bugs in here, baby. She says no, Mom. This glass is quite cool, though. Oh, I like my spot. I'll pick it myself. Hey, what do you think? Yeah, you think so? Can I not have this foot? This red one right here with the fur? Boots with the fur? Pretty girl. You're so sweet. Look at you. That's my favorite thing. When you run, you're so cute. been cleaning for hours. I'm sweating. God, I'm sweating. Y'all, I'm so proud of myself. I fucking tackled this mountain. I never really showed it in videos, and I was so embarrassed of it. It was a mountain of clothes that I have had. Sorry for the noise, by the way. I just got my fans going. A mountain of clothes that I've had in this spot. I could not stand here for like 8-9 months, probably close to a year. I found a pair of pants that I wanted to wear this spring with the tags on them. Y'all, I am simultaneously so happy and so embarrassed. I also went through my closet and just tore shit out of it. So this is a donation pile. I should probably take that out of my room to make it feel better. I'm gonna do that. But I'm so happy with myself. Oh my God. This is what happens when your parents haven't been to your place in months and months and months and months and months and months. Because listen, nothing motivates me like knowing my parents, who are very judgy, are coming over. Y'all, I'm so happy. Oh, I'm gonna put this over here by my giant unhaul bookshelf pile. My desk is another situation that can stay messy, but the rest of my place is clean. Kitchen's clean, bathroom's clean, my bedroom is clean. I can step on this side of my bed. Freya's literally here like, the fuck? She says, holy shit, there's not a mountain of shit I have to crawl over. I do have to fold my weighted blanket that I haven't used in well over a year now. Just fold it so it's better, because it lives on the floor at this point, and I won't be able to use it until winter next year, if then, because I'm always so worried that Freya will get stuck with it, you know? Oh my God, so many things I have to wash. Oh my God, I'm so happy with myself. Oh my God, I'm so happy with myself. I fucking did that. I'm sweating. I also got a new fan. Mom and Dad got me a new fan. They are coming over because I told my dad, today I tried to clean my air conditioner. I look like a hot mess. Today I tried to clean my air conditioner. I tried to unassemble it so I could get into it to clean it. I cannot, because it is installed into my windows. So I cannot get the casement off to clean inside of it. But I got the front off and I cleaned as much as I could from the front to see if that would help any of the air situation. So my dad's bringing his blower, his leaf blower, I think, tomorrow. And we're gonna try and clean the fuck out of the back without having to remove it from the casement. And hopefully that will help, because it's straight up just not running properly anymore. And then Mom was like, we're getting you a tiny one for your bedroom so you don't sweat all night. And I'm like, you know what? I'm finally just gonna say yes to that, because it is so fucking hot in this place at all times. I don't do well in the heat. I can't sleep, and I have a hard enough time sleeping anyway. I have been just downing melatonin for the past 2 days just so I can fall asleep. But we're getting a window unit for, like a little standing window unit for my bedroom tomorrow. So I had to clean my place because they would have walked in and probably had a stroke. But it's done. I'm happy with that. Baby girl, why are you meowing? What's going on? Do you see a bug? Do you see a bug? What do you see? Really? Oh my God, I had no idea. You tell me, baby, where'd it go? Where is it? Where did it go? Baby girl. I am literally dripping sweat right now. I gotta go turn my air back on because I turned it off while I was in here because it doesn't fucking reach my bedroom. And my dad was like, well, you gotta let it turn off so that it like doesn't freeze up. And I'm like, Dave, do you know how many times I have let it turn off and let it sit there for an hour, 2 hours, and just drenched myself in sweat to turn it back on? There's something wrong with it. So last chance tomorrow, and if it doesn't work, I'm calling my fucking air guy and I'm gonna have him come out. I don't care how much it costs. He's checking my air conditioner because I can't do another summer of this. Oh. Anyways, I have literally nothing else to update you guys on except for the fact that I just cleaned my apartment for 4 hours. Like, I have not read anything, but this new fan, she's beautiful, she's sexy, and she does like a 360 situation. We love that. Oh my God, okay. But yeah, I haven't even reread the bits of Amina al-Sirafi that I needed to reread. I've been toasted. I've been toasted all weekend. I'm so tired. My feet hurt. I want ice cream, and it's almost 1:15 midnight. So I think that, my friends, is midnight o'clock, personally. Yeah, I'm gonna turn my air back on. It's actually not, maybe I've just acclimatized, but it's not bad in here. Oh yeah, my parents are gonna walk in and just like
panic over this. So maybe I'll try and deal with it in a bit. But you know what? I don't give a shit. It's my desk. My desk can be messy. I don't care. Everything else in my apartment is clean. There's space. They can come in and judge me all they want for that shit. I'm done. I have donation piles. It's great. It's great. Also, if any of my friends who live in the city, if any of you want to come, I'm going to put it in the group chat and raid some knitted sweaters and some like old work attire that I used to have back when I was a lot younger and a lot smaller. You can come and raid my shit before I go donate it to a thrift store. But anyways, that's the update, my friends. I'm gonna have some ice cream and turn my air on, and hopefully tomorrow we fix our shit and we get the air working again. Please, dear God, please.
Hello friends, happy Monday. I am here with some freshly washed hair and a little bean who is being very sweet. That's her saying hello. I'm gonna put you here on my computer. I'm in here with my air running incorrect still, but I have my window air in my bedroom installed. Mom and Dad came earlier. It actually works, and the way that it cools down that room to like a livable level is actually crazy. Like I laid in there for like 10 minutes after they left, and I was just like, this is what it's like to feel cool. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god, I forgot. I forgot what it feels like to be cool. Even with Dad and his blower, his leaf blower today, cleaning out my air, I didn't really clean anything. I don't know. Dad said that he was gonna call Ryan, this guy named Ryan, who installed my air conditioner, to get his opinion on things. But I have no idea. Because listen, I've had this air for 4 years. I got it installed in 2022, and an air conditioner is not supposed to stop working after 2 years of use, right? So like something is wrong with it. It needs to be serviced of some kind. I don't know, but at least we have my window air in my bedroom hooked up and ready to go. So that's great. And my hair's been washed. It's dark in here, which is why I'm covered in shadows, because I'm being illuminated only by my computers right now, because gotta keep it cool somehow. Got my fancy new fan. It's great. But yes, tonight is my last night of piano on Mondays for the summer, which is very exciting. And then tomorrow is my last night of piano on Tuesdays for the summer. We're wrapping it up. I'm like, how many kids are actually going to show up tonight? I don't know. Even though I did tell them, I was like, okay, we have one lesson left after the concert. Even at the concert, I was telling the parents, I was like, we have one lesson left. So we'll see. Either way, it's going to be a fun evening, because like we don't really work on anything now that there's nothing to work for, right? Like it's one last day. We'll wrap everything up. We'll just have like a review of everything that we've done. But yeah, happy that is coming to a close, so that I have my evenings off in the summer. And it is also June 1st today, which is exciting. Happy Pride Month, my friends. I am going to do a Pride recommendation video this week. So if you have any specific recs that you want, I did mention this on another video, but no one has commented. So I'm going to mention it again. If you have any specific recs that you're looking for books, put them in the comments of this video, and I will try and give you recommendations in Friday's video. So do it. Do it, my friends. Ask me for recommendations. I'm here to do a little Pride video. I've done Pride videos multiple times, so I'm going to have to go look through them to see if I have many new options, or if I'm going to have to re-say some fun ones, some fun recommendations. But I have read a lot of queer books, so hopefully I have more recommendations to give this year. Hopefully I have to go rewatch those videos and see what I've said previously. I have read so little in the past week. I mean, I did read 7 books in May, and I did DNF a couple, so there's that. And I think my physical TBR is sitting at 169 physical books right now. So I would like to do in June, I would like to do another TBR side quest to help call that down. I would like to be reading lots of queer books because it's June. I would just like to be reading all sorts of things. And I would like to be writing as well. So we're putting that in the universe. once again doing some writing, doing some creative stuff because I have my evenings to myself as of Tuesday or Wednesday this week. I have my evenings to myself now instead of having my teaching job. So hopefully that opens myself and my schedule up a little bit. We shall see. But I just wanted to pop in and do that little update because we have a bedroom air installed. It is not running right now because the door is closed and I'm not in there. And my electricity bill is going to be high enough with this malfunctioning unit. So I was like, I'm going to only run that when I'm in there later today. And then I'm going to turn this main one off during the night. I'm going to just swap them, I think is my plan. Who's to say, my friends? I just want to not be so warm all the time. I literally have not baked a sourdough loaf in like over a week and a half to 2 weeks. I haven't even thought about it because I was like, I don't want to run my oven. Like, I haven't even cooked myself dinners very much. I've just been doing a lot of like 10 minutes in the air fryer, maybe, and salads because I can't I can't heat up my place anymore with my cooking because that's my day today. I have to do my hours for work before I leave for work. So I gotta do that before I go, and I also should go dry my hair. I've been also putting that off because that's hot. That's the update for Monday. I will chat to you a little later when I get home from piano and everything's wrapped, but yeah, it was a pretty good weekend. It went by so fast. I'm really happy that my kids did all super well on Saturday. That concert was great. I also played in both concerts, which was fun. I love when I play, and then when I'm like actively playing, I'm like catching all these mistakes I'm doing. And then when the parents like come up to me afterwards, they're like, "Oh, that was so beautiful. You did so amazing." And I'm like, "Thanks." No one noticed anything. Which is what I tell my kids. I'm always like, it doesn't matter if you make a mistake because nobody is going to notice unless you make a big deal out of it. And they all did so well because the biggest thing when you're performing a musical instrument or of any kind is if you do make a mistake, you just keep going. Because if you stop and you make a big deal out of it, people will notice you've made the mistake and then it becomes more nerve wracking, right? So if you just keep going, which is one of the hardest things to do when you're performing, it's like it's human nature to want to go back and fix. Just keep going. And all my kids did that. Like none of them really stopped or like had a moment of like, oh my god, freak out on stage. They, even if they made a mistake, they kept going. And I was like, I am so proud of them. That's just the best thing. So I'm very proud of all my kids. It's been a wonderful teaching year, and I probably will see majority of them next year. I don't know if I'm getting all of them back, but I hope so. That would be nice. Third year with the same batch of kids. That would be really cool. I mean, I've been teaching some of them since they were like 4 years old, and they're now in like grade 4 and 5 and 6 at school. So it's like, yeah, I've been teaching them for many, many years, but who's to say? Anyways, my friends, I must go back to work. Alas, I'm gonna go dry my hair. But yes, I'll catch up with you a little later. Hello, friends. It is officially the end of this vlog. It was a good teaching night. I feel very happy with how this year has ended. And only one student didn't show up. So that reminder to all the parents was handy. Which we love. But yes, my friends, I looked back at Amina al-Sirafi just now, and I like went through to a chapter where I like actually remembered what was going on. I read 2 chapters. And then like Loki just conked out. So I read, what is that, 5 chapters without paying attention to what was going on. So I gotta reread those 5 chapters. That's okay. I put my bookmark back on page whatever that is, and I will reread those pages probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Who's to say? But I'm looking forward to that reread. I think now that I'm awake and it is not the day after or the hours after my piano concerts and I'm super drained and whatever. I'm excited to reread that book and then get into the sequel. I think it's going to be so fun. I've also been like doing some thinking about my Pride TBR. I genuinely have no idea what I'm going to read. Genuinely, I'm just staring at my shelves like I don't fucking know what I'm going to read. I am bamboozled. Like I know practically I'm going to be reading the second and the third book in the Fireborn series because as soon as I get my hands on those, I'm gonna on the book 2, I'm gonna just eat it up. So there's definitely that one. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna read. I should grab my story graph and like filter it for queer books, because that's always really handy, so that I could see a giant list of books that I have to read as options. And I know that Storygraph doesn't always like classify all the queer books as the queer books, depending on what book it is, but okay. You're probably also gonna get shot with a little bit of wind every once in a while because I have this fan on. I also today read a singular chapter of The Thief and the Traitor Bride, which is good so far. I mean, I'm 3 chapters in, so what can I say about that one? I'm just excited to have it and to be slowly chipping away at it, because I brought my Kobo knowing that tonight I was probably going to have a couple kids not show up. All right, include. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I could read Sorcery and Small Magics by Maggie Ducey. I should probably read that one because I know Lindsay was so excited when I picked that up. Oh, I could also read To Ride a Rising Storm by Monica Blackgoose, but to read that one, I need to reread the first one, which is okay because I really like the first one. So, like, more Dragon Academy stuff. An idea. If I'm feeling another like fun, lighthearted book, I think I'm gonna actually try and finish this Princess Kills Monsters, because I was gonna read that one for the Transways Readathon and I didn't get to it in the end. But I've been meaning to read that book for so long, so I should probably put that on this list. I have, if I'm feeling like lit fic, I could do Emily Austen's We Could Be Rats. It's really not the season for it right now, but I could also read Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab. Like, that one to me is like a wintry read, not when it's fucking toasty outside. Oh, I can also read the Alamaxa duology, because I did read book 1 a number of years ago for Pride. I would have to reread book 1 and then go into book 2, but that could be very fun. Sapphic. Avatar The Last Airbender magic. We love that. In that same vein, I could read Bethany Jacobs's The Kingdom trilogy, which I need to reread book 1 of. I own book 2, and then I could get my hands on book 3 somehow. I could read that trilogy. Sci-fi. I just have so many options. Like, I could read Samantha Shannon's new little book Among the Burning Flowers, because I know that one's queer. Like, I have a number of options. I could do The Second Rebel by Lyndon A. Lewis, which is the second book in the first sister trilogy. I could continue the Halfling Saga. I have so many options. Okay, I feel better about this. I think I'm gonna mood read my way through June, because I don't love the idea of like putting a TBR frame on my vibe right now, so I think that's gonna be fun. And I think also, I mean, al-sirafi will be cool because there is a trans character in the first one, so all around I think it'll be fun. Let me know down below what your Pride TBR is. Let me know if you are going to be reading any of my books for the TBR for Pride, because if you forgot, I am queer and those books are very queer. Not only are our main characters queer, but we have a lot of side characters with varying identities, so perfect books to pick up this time of year, especially a second story and a favorite fae, because a second story is set like hot summertime and a favorite fae is spring, bright, sun-filled garden vibes. So great books to pick up now. But anyways, my friend, I think I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me on this weekend. I know I didn't read a lot and I didn't really do anything except yap about how hot it is in here. I apologize for that. I genuinely cut out so much of that yapping, so I hope it's not too much still, because I didn't shut up about it, because listen, it's all I've been thinking about. I'm so warm. But it's also annoying just to yap about how warm you are. You know what I mean? Like, everyone goes through a heat wave. It's not just me. God. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, my friends. I'll catch you in another video very soon. Stay kind and keep on reading.